morning, Rams. I'm Jacky Wilson, and you've just tuned into this week's episode of CTV Talks. Tonight, we're looking to all of you to understand the other side of student life that doesn't involve academics. We've gathered some students who lead double lives, one on campus and one on stage. Then catch this week's windy weather updates with Austin Harley. But first, let's meet our guests for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Will you introduce yourselves for us?
Yeah, I'm Andrew Raymond. I'm a business major and the lead singer of Party Boys of the Century.
Very cool.
I'm Tyler Deal. I'm a mechanical engineering major, and I'm the drummer for the band.
So you guys do really lead double lives. I mean, those aren't music majors whatsoever.
No, not at all.
No.
Let's talk about this name of your band, Party Boys of the Century. Where did that come from? It's kind of unique.
Well, it was a couple years back. We were really into the skit from the MTV show Jackass. The Party Boy skit with Chris Pontius dancing around in his underwear.
His leopard leotard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's, so that's kind of where it stemmed off of. We just kind of branched off from Party Boys. It's like, oh, well, Party Boys of the Century sounds kind of cool. So that's kind of
Rolls right
where it
off the
started.
tongue.
Yeah.
I like it. Very cool. It's a good show. I don't blame you. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Were you guys really into the show? Did you like watch it all the time?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then the
kind
movies, right? There was
Yeah.
movies that came out of
Yeah.
it. Very cool. So how many members are in your band?
We have 9 people total.
Nine
Yeah.
people?
9 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So what instruments are involved?
Well, we've got drums, we've got 2 guitars, we have a bass player, we have a baritone sax, an alto sax, 2 trumpets, and a trombone.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of instruments.
Yeah.
So I don't know about all these musical terms, but what do all these make? What is the type of music that you guys create?
Well, I guess you'd call it ska.
Ska? Okay.
Yeah.
And for those of us who might not know what that is, you know, some of our viewers might not know. what is
Right.
ska?
If you're a 90s child, you probably know
There you
what
go.
ska music is, but
It's kind of like a fast reggae with
Okay.
a horn section, I
Yeah.
guess you kind of describe it.
there's some punk influences to
Yeah.
it too
Right.
as well.
It's probably really unique with all those brass instruments. I mean, you don't usually see that in a lot of bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not anymore. Yeah.
Very cool. Right on. So when did your band start, and how did you guys get together?
Well, we started,
I wasn't in the band at first, actually.
yeah,
So you're new.
I'm newer.
ish, yeah. You've been in for 3 years, right?
Years.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not
it
new.
started as him and 2 friends
Yeah.
just casually playing.
Yeah, well, our current guitarist, we just played acoustic guitar and had 2 singers and just were kind of messing around and wrote these really kind of off, weird songs in my parents' living room
All
in
right.
high school.
So you weren't a
Pretty
garage
much.
band, you were a living room band.
Oh yeah,
That's even
that's,
cooler.
we were
Band.
hardcore. But then we decided to kind of go the ska route because I play trumpet in the band, and so we thought, well, we can play ska since we know a lot of horn players and know a lot of musicians along those
Yeah.
lines. And
Very cool.
Yeah.
You just kept gathering members and more members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 people.
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you think about
Yeah.
having a band that's that large? I mean, that's quite a big number.
yeah, it's tough.
It's tough to schedule practices
Yeah.
and shows
Oh
with
my
that many
gosh.
people.
Getting everybody
sure.
there.
Yeah.
It's
Not
kinda
everyone
rough.
can make it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Definitely. Still practicing in your mom's living room?
No.
Moving on to bigger and better things?
Parents' basement.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. Basement. See, we're
Yeah.
moving
Move
on
down
up.
a level.
Yeah.
It's
I like it. So what are your musical influences?
influences.
I say we probably both started music in junior high.
Okay.
Just like parents threw us into band class, like pick an
Yeah.
instrument. That's
Oh,
how it was
yeah.
for me.
Oboe.
Oboe.
It's embarrassing. I'll admit it on national television. It's embarrassing, but it's true. I didn't stick with it, though. I wish I did. Maybe I could join your band.
Yeah, maybe.
You could use an
I'm
oboe.
sure there's
Throw an
room
oboe
for an oboe.
Right?
anyway.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, how do you plan on, like, touring or doing anything, like, playing bigger venues?
Actually, well, bigger venues probably not for a while, if ever.
As
Still
soon as we
practicing.
can.
Yeah, but as for tour, we're actually gonna go on a little mini tour this summer.
Really?
Yeah, in the end of May, we're gonna start in Fort Collins, go to Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, San Diego.
Yeah, basically just head west.
Yeah,
That's very
Loop
cool.
up
And
through
how long's the
Albuquerque.
tour going to last?
Probably around a week, just
Yeah.
as much as we can cram in
Okay.
within that little
Yeah.
time frame.
That's great because as students, like going over the summer must work a lot better with your schedules as far as schooling
Oh, for sure.
goes.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's crazy. So
Absolutely.
obviously being in a band, that's a huge extracurricular activity. I'm sure it takes so much time. How do you balance the two, being students as well?
I think everyone has to decide their own priorities individually, what's more important to them, and you have to say no to some things
Oh, yeah.
some gigs that come along that maybe aren't the biggest things because you got to test the next day or whatever,
Yeah.
or go play a big gig that's a big opportunity and study when you can, or pull an all-nighter.
Well, that was really interesting to find out more about your rock star and student lifestyle. Stay tuned after the break for more musical insight.
Take my hand and start a brand new day. Underneath everything we are all people. And when we reach out a hand to one, we can influence the condition of all. That's what it means to live united.
Welcome back, Rams. In case you missed the first half of our show, we're here tonight with students who rock out on the weekends but study hard during the week. Joining us here tonight are a couple of members from Party Boys of the Century. So how are you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Hump day.
Ready to party? You're Party Boys, come on.
Party every night.
Every night, except for when you're studying, right?
Oh, sometimes a little bit of both.
So we were talking just about what kind of music you play. You said it's ska, and you're doing all sorts of different venues and stuff. Where have you been playing at recently?
Recently, we haven't been playing a whole lot because we're still kind of adjusting to the semester. But this last weekend, actually, we played at Avogadro's Number, which is a really fun place to play.
It's a really good local place in
Yeah.
Fort Collins.
That's so cool. I wish I would have made it. So are there anything else? Is there anything else coming up that we should be aware of?
We got a show March 1st, Saturday. It's actually in Central City. If you people want to make
Do you want to join?
if you want to join, we got tickets for $10. You get a full ride bus trip. You get into the venue.
Ooh.
And you get a drink.
And you get a free drink too.
Oh, hell yeah.
You have to be 21 and over to go.
There you go.
But
That's cool. Where can you buy the tickets?
contact the Party Boys Facebook page.
Right, yeah.
Facebook page,
Contact
okay.
us, yeah.
So just look up Party Boys of the Century
On Facebook, yeah, you'll find
Very
us.
cool. All right, now back to a little more about your band. Are there lyrics in your band?
Yeah, we have some pretty solid lyrics.
They've gotten better over time.
Yeah.
They've gotten better
They're
over
a work
time.
in progress?
Yeah.
Progress.
Well, we still started in high school and very, I guess, immature, you might say.
Sure
All right.
is.
How so?
Song. Well, we've got a song called Ballless.
All right.
It's about one of our friends, and yeah, so I mean,
Very
pretty
cool.
much.
So who
about
writes the
being
lyrics?
flawless.
Is it kind of like a joint effort?
It's more Andrew and our other guitarist Matt. I think they do the primary because it's too hard
Yeah.
to write with 9 different people. Everyone
Yeah.
has
Oh.
different ideas of what I think it should be.
gosh.
There's no concise direction when everyone's trying to
Yeah.
put input. So usually just 1 or 2 people do the lyrics and then they go to the band like, here's what I got.
Yeah, very cool. And then you guys can work on it together. That's
Yeah.
really neat to have that group
Yeah,
dynamic.
I think almost everyone has actually written a song in the group.
Yeah, usually by
'cause-
now everyone has at least come up with something they like
Yeah.
are interested in. Like, here's an idea for something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. And you can just bash your friends in songs like that.
Right.
How fun. So what do you think the most important thing is that you want people to know about your band?
I say we're just having a good time. You know, we don't take it too seriously. We just play for people to hope they have fun. We always want people to come up and dance and have a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we're not expecting to be the next Rolling Stones. We just want people to have fun when they come and see us, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really great to hear. I mean, especially with obviously all of us being students, it's great to find like something that you can do that takes you out of the school atmosphere all
Yeah.
the time. I mean, what is the most difficult thing about balancing the two?
Well,
I know as an engineer I have a lot of homework, so I can't
Yeah.
always say yes to some of the Denver gigs.
Right.
Like can't drive to Denver, then come back and have to go to school at 8 a.m. Some of the little things like
So
that
more
are
like
hard.
travel.
Yeah, the
would be
travel.
difficult.
Yeah, we have to stay local for now.
Oh yeah, that makes absolute sense. So what would you say your target audience for your music is? Do you have one?
That's a good question.
anyone who will listen, I guess, is kind of our target audience.
You're not looking for like 90s and up.
Oh,
No.
they're a pretty hardcore crowd. I
They're our
guess,
hardcore
but-
crowd. I mean, they can jitterbug like nobody's
Oof,
business.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is true.
That's crazy. So can you show me a little dance move? I want to see like how you would dance to your band. I'm curious.
Well, okay, you can YouTube skanking. It's
Yeah,
Skanking.
called
that's
skanking.
the dance.
Okay.
That's what it's called. It's kind
Can you
of.
describe it to me?
It looks like a skip. People skipping around in a
Yeah, that's
circle.
actually not a bad
Yeah.
description.
It looks a little lame if you don't know exactly what it is. My parents thought it was just jumping around in a circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they're from that crowd. They don't know what's going on,
understand.
right? They don't understand this. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So what do you think the hardest part about being in a band is in general? I mean, we talked about it being students, obviously, but just in a band must be difficult.
Well, with 9 people, I think practice is the hardest part because we always want to practice, like, you know, keep up the songs, make sure everything's good and tight, and all the tempos are going well. But it's kind of hard to schedule when so many people have so many different schedules.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's really
thank
cool
you.
hearing about your double lives that you lead.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you so much.
Thank you again so much. It's been so fabulous having you. And make sure to stay tuned for this week's weather updates with Austin Harley after the break.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making,
Ever.
and he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back from the break. I'm weathercaster Austin Harley, and it was a great day here on campus. Highs peaked nearly 60 degrees. I felt like it was summer. I wanted to wear my shorts, get out on campus. I studied outside today. It was actually beautiful. However, those conditions will not be the story tomorrow or the next day. We have some winds moving in. A cold front just pushed through our region 2 hours ago, and you can see that already the winds have picked up from the northwest, gusting down out of Wyoming at 21 miles per hour. The current temperature is 37. And that's making wind chills feel more like 26 right now. Also, those have clouded up the skies, and those will clear up a little bit overnight for tomorrow. However, those winds will not clear up. Let's take a look at this graphic here. You can see that it was breezy today. Really didn't affect too much. It was a 15-mile-an-hour wind, 10, 15. So it was pretty pleasant, actually. Tomorrow is not going to be pleasant. I'm sorry, but it won't. 40 to 45 miles an hour tomorrow will keep things pretty difficult to walk in, as we experienced yesterday. I was walking to class, and I certainly had a hard time. We can see that also near Fort Collins, we have an inch or less of a rain-snow mix starting to fall about right now, maybe in the next few hours. It'll last for until early morning, 3 or 4. However, that'll definitely be done by the time you wake up tomorrow. That'll also keep temperatures cooler tonight, that cold front. If you can see the lows in Fort Collins tonight, 22. So definitely not going to feel that warm with those winds, probably single digits. 26 in Denver, and those winds are going to be even worse in the high country. In fact, last week, we recorded a wind of 100 miles an hour up west of Boulder, and that's certainly going to bring the temperatures down. It's going to feel probably in the negative 20s in the mountains this evening. 21 in Grand Junction, where the winds are a little less. Tomorrow, temperatures will be a little cooler than we've experienced over the last few days, and sadly, those winds that I keep talking about are going to make it feel even colder. It's definitely not going to be like it was today. 40 is the high tomorrow, and with those winds, it's going to be about 10 to 15, not 10 to 15, but probably mid-20s is what we're going to feel like tomorrow. I definitely bundle up on your way to school. 45 in Denver, 40 in the Springs, and 15s and 20s in the high countries, 40 for Grand Junction. Certainly it will be windier out on the plains tomorrow, where those winds could certainly gust, and they have a wind advisory out there upwards of 50 miles an hour tomorrow. Let's go ahead and take a look at your 5-day and see if this is going to clear up anytime soon. You can see that tomorrow, as I said, it's going to be 40 with sunny skies. However, those winds will be continuing. Those winds will, I'm sorry, continue into Friday as well, high of 47. And finally, we'll get some relief on Saturday. However, some cloud cover moves in, and we could see maybe a very slight chance for flurries overnight. Nothing significant. Sunday and Monday, 40s and 30s starting to clear back up again, but those midnight lows, those overnight lows are certainly going to be a little cooler.
Well, Rams, I guess you just never know who your classmates could be on the weekends, and we're glad we took the time to find out. Tune in next Wednesday for the tasty scoop on wine and cheese in Fort Collins. I am Jacky Wilson.
And I'm Austin Harley. Thanks for joining us here at CTV Talks. Have a good night, Rams.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.